So today we are going to do a little more exploration on Beyond Borders with Chad about my visit to Colombia with my friend Michelle. And this is an interesting meeting that I had with Luis Lopez, who is the coordinator for their international office at the clinic that Michelle went and had her surgery done at. So I'm going to ask you, subscribe if you like, and you can follow some more about the medical tourism.
Is here, we are able to help them out with the lodgement as well. So if they need maybe the I don't know, hotel, transportation, and while they're here, so we have some different persons to do it. We don't work with them directly as a clinic, but we can recommend them because they work for the clinic, right?
So that would be like, say,
It's a third party.
okay. And so the third party manages all of you guys are here to work on the surgery element of things. And then the third party steps in, you just refer an inquiry to that third party.
And we don't know, we're not owing anything because of that. No, we're just recommending them because they have a great job, and we don't have the personal to do all the the lodgement process, and of course we can do it through the clinic as well. So if maybe there is any client or patient that are coming to do, I don't know, maybe any transplant, for example. Transplant is a process that can take around like 4 to 5 months,
Okay.
right? So you have to plan move your life for 5 months, right? So definitely you have to you have to be in a very safe place, and also more affordable than the other, because you're paying a hotel for just a while, like 1 week, and like a maximum. But if you do the comparison with the hotel and a place to stay, of course it's gonna be better, the place to stay, because it's gonna be cheaper, right? So that's maybe a difference between. Also, we work as with multimedical. We work with a lot of insurances around the world. So if the patient, more of our advices for all the foreigners or the international people that are coming here, it's come with an insurance, right? Because you don't know what it can happen to you here, right? So without an insurance, definitely, at least maybe you can find uh 50, 60, 70% less than the United States, but it's money, right? You're talking about, like, I don't know, 10,000, 5,000, 15,000 in just one attention, because maybe you can get any accident, you can get sick. If you're coming for plastic surgeries, there are like 500 clinics in the city, but you must be aware that there are not um, a lot of clinics which are like certified for to do all the procedures, right? Like emergencies, they don't have emergency rooms, they don't have ICUs. So that's mostly of the things that the patient or the person has to take care in consideration.
So if I'm at home and I get on Google and I decide that I want I know I need to get knee surgery done, right? This is a perfect example where I'm at with things. How and I just search medical tourism. Do you guys come up under that, or how do
How
those
the
people,
patient can get here?
yeah, how do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, the problem is that we don't have a big bounds about the English people to come here, like, because we do have like the engagement with the island people, which are the BES Island. I don't know, maybe you have heard of them. So Curaçao, San Anastasia, Bonaire, Saint Martin, all those, right? So that's why it's important to know what is the expectation for the patient. So if the patient want to do a knee surgery, it's not only the knee surgery. The patient has to stay here for at least 2.5 weeks. So you have to take in consideration all the time you're going to be here.
And they would find you guys through
Facebook, through Instagram. Yes, we do have all those channels, but as I told you, they're not engaged for all those English people, like the American people. We're only right now we're sending the marketing how you can say that. It's like the marketing process maybe only in South Carolina. Also, it's nearby Mexico, New Mexico, California, which are a lot of people that speak English, that speak Spanish.
And is that the purpose that you're focusing the marketing demographics on a more Latino driven population?
No, our purpose is to take everything. The problem is that you have to take in consideration that if you're bringing people who it's only speaking English, you must have everything done for English speakers.
Yeah.
Right. So in this moment, we only have this office and multiple doctors which are able to speak English. But if you go to a secretary station, if you go to an office, if you go to any of the services, they don't have people that speak English.
Okay.
So
okay.
we have to make all those settings, all those the skills to get that done, and after thing to come to bring more patient.
Right. So then, I guess it's fair to say that the medical tourism here in Colombia is growing, has been growing recently.
Yeah, no, it's growing since 2015, you can say. 2015, before the pandemic short, it was it was ridiculous. Including this year, last year was about like 225,000 people just coming for doing medical tourism in all the country. In all the country, you can spread out like the Cali, Bogota, Medellin.
And what is Medellin? I guess it's just fair enough to ask: is Medellin the best, or
No, the best you must be aware about the best clinic list. Like you can find it, and we're there, but we are like in the sixth position, right? So there are now the hospitals which are in Bogota, which are in Cali, uh, biggest hospitals. This is a big clinic, but we have four facilities in the country, right? There are just one hospital which has all the average of us in just one clinic. So that's why it's important to know all the list, and of course, if you have maybe JCI, which is the Joint Commission International, we are running on to have it, but we don't have it yet. There are multiple places that you can have it, and that talk very good about your experience, and also um, how you treat your patient.
with the experience level of things, how would you say that the Colombian doctors and their staff might meet up against an American doctor and staff?
There is no comparison rate because we have made multiple times like the comparison between, and not only because of the technology, not only because of the process, it's because of the doctors, because of their expertise. We don't have only the doctors that specialize here. We have the doctors that go to another country and do the specialists or the fellows over there, and they come back and they do the processing. So we have very, very expertise doctors, and you can say that Colombia is one of the best in the world for medicine in the world, for teaching and for applying, right? So you can say Cubans are very good, Venezuelans are very good, and Colombians are very good, right? In the United States, they're very good. I won't say anything else, but they do have more technology, more things, so they help them out, but with the technology here, they have a lot of knowledge. So that's very interesting.
Yeah, it kind of it appears to me like a trauma surgeon in the wild has to rely on different. They have to know how to do it. They don't necessarily have the machine that's going to do it for them and so forth.
Yeah, definitely. For example, here, maybe a trauma doctor can do, I don't know, 250 to 300 surgeries per year, right? So in the States, the same doctor, the same practitioner can have half of that, like 50, 60, 70. So we have a lot of surgeries.
Well, I think that's the thing with the misconception with, the Americans many times is that, oh, I'm not going to be getting the education or the experience from my doctor, versus not understanding that this other doctor elsewhere has done this, gets up in the morning and starts doing these at 5 a.m. and ends at 5 p.m., and your guy's waiting.
And the other thing is that, the way to treat the patient.
Yes.
Because the way to treat the patient here is totally different than the United States. And we have to say that because the United States is very straight to the point, and it is what it is, right? Here, people are more warned to tell you any bad news, any process, any procedure, surgery, after surgery, anything. So they're more open to give you an advice, to give you an opinion, to give you feedback, anything.
Now, you touched on these doctors working really internationally outside of specifically here in Colombia. So these are, I'm trying to get a map of how your program works. We've got the doctors, the insurance companies. You're here at the clinic, and then there's the middleman that kind of.
We have two ways to get patients from the doctors. The first one is that the patient come here and we send them the patient to an appointment and anything, and they find that it's necessary to run any surgery or to do any surgery or procedure or anything else. And the other one is that the patient can look for the doctor directly, and the doctor has the availability to do the surgery here.
Okay.
So
it's almost like the way I'm taking is it almost like a hospital for hire. Everybody kind of works out, like this is almost like I don't want to say like a leased space for the professionals, but the doctor coordinates with you guys. You guys are compensated by however that doctor and or insurance company has.
No, we only have a list of doctors that work here at the clinic, and another list of doctors that has the permission to work here or to have any procedure or anything here.
Okay.
It's not like any doctor can come here and do whatever they want. No, they have to do all the process and make all the permissions and all that.
With your clinic.
With the clinic, yes.
Okay. And then and so,
for example, for the plastic surgery, we don't offer plastic surgery, but we can offer some surgery process for plastic surgeons we are coming from outside.
Okay. So in that case, someone might schedule it with the surgeon, and that surgeon would be approved here to do the surgery here. So the surgery would happen here.
Right. So the patient must do two payments: the payment to the clinic and the payment to the doctor.
Okay. And many times this is covered under insurance.
Not many times, because beauty procedures are not all over.
Yeah, not with plastic surgery, but with other like elements.
Reconstruction, for example.
Okay.
Reconstruction, it's under
a lot of times under insurance.
Yeah, it's under insurance or out of pocket as well.
And how do you guys see that you get paid? Where it's if someone's doing it out of pocket, it's just they show up, you take their word, and then hopefully their card goes through.
No, but they pay in front before the procedure, because that's why we send the budget.
Okay.
We send a quotation with the price it's an estimate price. You don't know what can happen on the surgery. Maybe they can do more findings or less findings because maybe it is not necessary to use, I don't know, a screw or any supply or anything else. So we have to reimburse
absolutely
the patient, or we have to charge them more. Right, so that's why we send them the quotation. They have to pay the quotation 100% before the procedure, and after they're gonna.
And how fast are these medical procedures typically set up?
Typically, it takes around like 1 week.
Okay.
Because it depends of the doctor evaluation after the order of the patient must be seen by the anesthesiologist as well, and also the budget must be approved by the patient, must be paid by the patient. If it's an international transfer, you're gonna take around like 2 days. So it's around like 1 week to get it done, and next week you can be operate.
What is the most serious surgery, or what are the most serious surgeries that
This
you
is a
might?
Ford Complex hospital. This is a Ford Complex clinic, by the way. Sorry. And Ford Complex mean like the worst surgery. No, like because we can have here oncology. Oncology, we're the first one in Colombia. Like, we were the first clinic to have a transplant, a bone marrow transplant here in Colombia. So right now we have more than it's right now it's 1,598 something. So it's a big number.
The last 10 years or so, maybe, or
No, it's about like 8 years.
okay.
Yeah.
Eight.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's absolutely no.
Yeah.
What and now
So you can find a lot. You can find a lot of things, as I told you. So you can find fractures. You can find um maybe lumbar surgeries. You can find hip replacements. You can find maybe what else? Neurosurgery, which are very expensive. And
so maybe apples and oranges here. Say somebody is going for what I said before, knee surgery in the States, and they need two knees done. I'm just using myself as an example. Um, what does that typically like? I know that someone's just going to get their deductible on their insurance policy if they have it in the States, and especially with things coming up the way they are coming up there, a lot of people probably aren't going to have it. What from a dollar to dollar perspective, surgery in the United States costs, surgery in Colombia costs, and compared to each other, what does that look like?
as I told you, it's a very big range. So you can find a 70 to 80% difference. So it's in some things, right? In some, like for example, knee surgery here can be around 7,000, for example.
For one knee.
For one knee.
Okay.
One knee. And one knee in the States costs around like 25 to 27,000. So we're talking about a partial part of the price of the full price.
And so if somebody, and well, I mean, and I can see somebody could have a $10,000 deductible like that over there.
Yeah. So you can pay more for the deductible than here for the surgery out of patient, out of pocket, sorry.
And now, again, and that third party person would be more of the person the patient or the client's decision to engage them to round out the edges, or you guys would just say, okay, so you've agreed to have the surgery done here. Here's a list of doctors that we
No. We take care from everything since the beginning with a doctor, right? So
Okay.
one doctor see the case, the doctor see the case, and the if it's the regular is with the doctor's chief, and the doctor's chief decide who's gonna perform the surgery, right? So we can arrange an appointment with the patient virtually first, and we can decide when it's going to be the surgery, right? Or what are the symptoms, or what are the problems, or what is the expecting of the expectation for the patient, right? So after that, we are going to ask the patient to come here and have another appointment in person, because it's very important to know the patient, know each other, right? The patient, also the doctor, right? With the same doctor that they did have the virtual appointment. After we can arrange the surgery date and everything, okay, and then you're gonna have a follow up with the same doctor for the group.
So this is probably, I mean, say for something like this, I'm assuming you might be talking about from the day one decides they're gonna go through with, say, knee surgery to the day that it's done.
Done to come back or done the surgery?
Surgery's done, and then they're hanging out for a minute. I'm assuming for
The healing.
yeah. Was that like maybe a 2 week period in total?
Yeah, around, like, depending of the surgery, there are more I don't know, complex surgeries as well. But you can say knee surgery can be ready in 2.5 weeks.
Okay, okay. And then that's when they just get on the beach and sit and
Yeah, definitely. But of course, you're gonna be under care, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not the idea. But one of the most important things is that the patient, after a knee surgery, they have to walk. Right? They have to start the therapies. They have to start the process in order to, again, take again the regular life.
So you might have like a physical therapist join them at their hotel, or they
We do have it, but we don't offer it as a clinic in the hotel. We offer it here.
Okay.
So if the patient can come here and have the therapy here, definitely we are able to do it. In case that they want to do it back in the hotel, we do have another institutions or person that can go there and charge the patient directly.
Yeah. So that's like add-ons. You want it special, you have to pay special.
Yes.
Okay, all right. What would you tell me that I might not have thought about asking you in this sit down here? What might I be missing about medical tourism and
First of all, the risk, right? As you want to do any procedure, as you're a patient, all the patients are different, right? Any patient can have a high risk of everything. So if you are in a surgery, you can have a bleeding problem. You can have I don't know, past problems as regular disease or anything else, and that can affect your surgery time. That can affect your time here, your time frame, everything, right? So you must be aware about it. Second, um, when the patient is coming here, they they must be sure about, like, they want about what they want to do, right? Because we do, like, the I don't know how to say it, because maybe we do the cleaning process, like all the process between, in order to have this patient here, and we don't bring people that is not necessary to come. Like, for example, if they're offering you the same the same protocol, the same process, the same thing, which is the same thing like here, and maybe you want a second opinion, you want another thing, and you will find the same, we will say no, because we're very respectful about it. And a patient that are coming here, and you will say the same that they will find in the States. So it's not a.
How does that measure up against, say, someone who's going to Taiwan for surgery to be done, or someone that's going to Istanbul for surgery to be done? How is, if you're to say, I don't know, one of them's the Mercedes of the medical tourism, and one's the BMW, and one's the Audi. How does Colombia rank in those three areas?
I'm not able, like, to give you an exact answer, but only to give you a data. In the world range, we're about, like, in the 167 position.
Okay.
which is not bad.
Yeah. Who's
Right?
top?
No,
Who is top? Do you know?
yeah. Major clinic in the States, also Barcelona State as well. It's a very good institution.
Oh, these are
Baptist Hospital.
okay. You're talking like facility on facility. You're one.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. That's so. Yeah. That's.
yeah. They're the most expensive,
Mhm.
but are the better, like the best doing whatever they want to do. Like you know, because of the technology, because of the practitioners, because of everything. So I can't say a number right now, like for Colombia, where we at.
But growing. It sounds like
We're
this.
we're well ranked. We're well ranked right now.
Do you and so now, because we've been to a bunch of different clinics, your particular clinic here is on a Contigo, or the name of the clinic here.
The name of the clinic here is Clinica Las Américas.
Okay. Okay.
The group, it's Auna,
Okay.
because you will find clinics or facilities in Peru, Colombia, and Mexico.
Okay. Okay.
So we have 2 clinics in Mexico. We have 5 clinics in Peru. We have 4 clinics here in Colombia.
Okay. Okay. Then your name again. I'm sorry.
Luis.
Luis.
Luis Lopez.
Luis Lopez. In your position, then is
I'm the coordinator for international office.
coordinator for international
Office, yes.
office. Okay. Okay. So you really do. You are working with these 3 other, or Peru and Mexico, and then anything overseas.
They do have their own coordinators, because I'm the coordinator for these location, like for Medellin and Antioquia.
Okay. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. How long, Louis, have you been doing this for?
Like 4.5 years.
Okay. Okay. Was this where you started? Like, were you
No,
a
I did start in another institution.
Okay.
I did start in another institution. I'm here like for right now, like 9 months
Okay.
right now.
But you did
As a leader.
Was your background medical or
No, I'm a business administrator.
okay?
So,
All right.
but I did have a lot of
Very cool. Very cool. Lewis gave me a lot of information about what they do down there. And also, alongside of him, Dr. Fabio Tandoy, Michelle's doctor for her surgery, was just a really, really good doctor, and it was enjoyable to watch what he did with her in her hand when after he had done the surgery. So that's all we have for today. And I thank you for joining me on this excursion. And I'm going to ask you again if you will like and subscribe, hit the bell, do all that stuff. It really keeps me going and motivated to provide more content for you. And we'll see you on the next Beyond Borders with Chad Church.